Hey, welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. I'm sitting here with a legendary group of guys in the world of music in general, but country music. They got a new album out. It's coming out in April, right?
That's right.
Called Boys Night Out. And I remember growing up in the '70s. These guys, my parents played them a lot, even though we were from North Jersey. Everyone was a fan of the Oak Ridge Boys. So here they are, the Oak Ridge Boys. What's up, guys?
It's great, Artie. Good to be here with you. Thanks for having us, man. It's really cool, John. Good to see you.
Yeah, so where are you guys from originally? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you're
Yeah,
northern.
I grew up in Philly. But, again, we've been together for 41 years. So we've all lived in Tennessee for those 41 years.
Oh, okay.
Or more.
But you went to high school in Philly?
I did. I went to Frankfurt High. Did you?
Okay.
Are you familiar?
Yeah. I know Philly pretty well, yeah.
Okay, good. We don't have to fight or nothing.
No.
Okay, good.
Absolutely not.
William Lee Golden's from Bruton, Alabama, joined the Oak Ridge Boys in '65.
There you go.
Richard Sturbin's from Camden, New Jersey.
You and I have something in common. We're from Jersey.
There you go.
Yeah. Camden, that's as close to being from Philly and yet being from Jersey, yeah.
And yet.
Welcome, right, exactly.
And Richard's been singing the bass here since '72, and Dwayne Allen over there, the long, tall Texan, singing the smooth lead for the Oak Ridge Boys since 1966.
Texas. Okay, so you guys from all over. Now, how did you meet? How do you guys start? How did the Oak Ridge Boys start?
There was a group before any of us got here, Artie. The Oak Ridge Boys date way back to the 40s. The original Oak Ridge Quartet began to sing in the 40s.
Oh, okay.
So the group changed and metamorphosized over all the years. We were not in that group.
Right.
During
I
the
was
war,
going to
of
say,
course.
right, okay.
But, we were all fans of the Oak Ridge Boys before we all joined. The group has a long and storied history, been around a long time. And like I say, each guy came to the group at different times. And
oh, no kidding.
But this is the Oak Ridge Boys that everybody knows.
Of all you guys who got there first to the Oak Ridge party, who got there first?
Right. Well, again, William, 65.
Okay, 1965.
Yes, sir.
So
And-
that was gospel. Like you guys, when you guys first got together, you were doing a lot of gospel stuff.
It wasn't country. Is that different than country gospel?
Well, we were doing Southern-style gospel quartet music, pounding out 4-part harmony, well, like we do now. But, I mean, our roots and our heritage reside in Southern gospel. We all loved gospel music when we were younger. We all wanted to be in a gospel quartet, so to speak. And as time went on, that metamorphosized into the commercial end of country music, starting in about 1977. And we have followed that up with a long career. But we still use that old gospel style of singing. I mean, it still works for us, and that's...
Well, it sounds good, you know. I mean, it's 1977 when this sort of core group put out its first album, like kind of started, you know. And how many have you put out?
Oh man.
No, I don't think we could even answer that. We've had a lot
I have
of
a
them, though.
list somewhere.
Well, the latest album is called Boys Night Out. That's in April.
Yeah,
right?
Boys Night Out comes out April 15th on the Cleopatra record label. Cleopatra is like the biggest independent label actually in the world, and they're releasing it worldwide. It's live. First time we've done a big live album.
Oh, no
of
kidding.
hits.
That's exciting. That's cool.
Man, it's like the biggest Oak Ridge Boys songs done live, big power record, and it's I think it's going to be cool. They're going to release it in vinyl too, man.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Yeah,
So we got the vinyl thing going on.
It's a good way to listen to it.
I'll tell you what. Yeah. I saw that you guys. Well, first of all, I mean, I'm a huge fan. Going back, of course, for me, when I was a little kid, Elvira was the biggest song in the world. And that was the song that I would always, anytime we went anywhere with the jukebox, that's the one that I was putting in. But I saw, like, you guys kind of push the envelope a little bit. I saw that you did a White Stripes song, Seven Nation Army.
Right.
Did you really? That's a great tune. That's one of my favorite songs by them.
Yeah, I mean, you arranged it to, fit all the, the vocal arrangement. It was pretty amazing. But do you guys find that you're getting a lot of new fans now doing stuff like that?
Yeah, we really stepped out there with Seven Nation Army. We threw a lot of curveballs with that. The Oak Ridge Boys are doing what? But we did a project called Boys Are Back with a young rock and roll producer named David Cobb from L.A. And David had some visions for us. We worked with him and Shooter Jennings on a project.
Waylon Jennings' son.
Yes, and we got to know David and Shooter, of course, real well. And David had this vision of the Oaks doing Seven Nation Army. He laid it out for us.
Yeah.
He says, man, I hear you guys doing this, and Richard's singing the Jack White guitar parts as a bass thing, and boom, 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 boom. And it was like, he said, you guys may think I'm crazy. You may not want to follow me down this road, but I'm telling you, this could be really cool. We said, hey, let's go. We followed him right down that road.
He actually wanted to reinvent ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
And we took the song, Seven Nation Army, which no one would ever seriously expect the Oak Ridge Boys to record.
Or anybody really. It's kind of an odd song to take on. You know?
But he said, trust me, guys, this is going to be a good song for you guys. But at the same time, while we're going to reinvent you a little bit, we don't want to change you. So you guys are a vocal group. So we want to stay true to that.
Yeah.
So he made me do that bass lick that goes through it. He made me do that vocally. The other guys did the guitar parts vocally.
Oh, so you vocally?
Yeah.
All right.
So while it's Seven Nation Army, it still sounds like the Oak Ridge.
Yeah. Okay.
There
and then somebody goes high like, we're going to rip it. All that stuff.
Oh yeah, Dwayne sang the daylights out of the lead.
Oh, no
he really
kidding.
did. And when we all did the bum 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 bum, we sounded like that Hunt for Red October scene. Remember when the Red October disappears? And the guy says, I thought I heard singing. And they roll down there singing Russian.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we kind of approached it. And, and really sang it big. Bum, 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 bum. It was really different, man.
There's a lot of people, the people are making that comparison with you guys reinventing yourself in a way with that song to Johnny Cash and Rick Rubin. And,
Right. You had huge success with that. Yeah.
I read that you guys kind of appreciated that comparison because you knew Johnny Cash, right?
So yeah, Johnny was very
What
good
was
friend.
he? How did he have a role in your lives?
Dwayne, tell him about Johnny. You're way down there in the end.
Well, Johnny came along at a period of time when were making our transition from gospel to country.
Right.
But we had not had a country hit yet. So we were basically in nowhere land. We were between gospel and country. We'd worked Las Vegas with Johnny Cash, and the gospel music industry pretty much blackballed us for working Las Vegas. So we figured, well, there's not really a career there for us anymore in the business. We can still sing the music, but we'd like to look somewhere else for the business part where we make our living. So we went to country music, but we didn't have a hit at first. And so there were about 2 years there that were, I guess, probably in the gray area.
Right.
And we were not really making a lot of money. In fact, we weren't hardly making ends meet. And Johnny came to us and took us to Las Vegas, and he put us on his show when he really didn't need us. He took us to Tahoe. He took us Circle Star Theater in San Francisco, all over the country.
Sounds like fun.
So he liked you guys.
Yeah.
He had a spot
and
in his
he
heart.
paid us a lot more than we were worth. In fact, after he paid us a lot more than we were worth, he then tipped us about what we usually get.
No kidding.
And he put money in our bank account, which helped us survive.
Well, he really believed in you.
Yeah.
And from somebody like that, that means a lot. The gospel industry would blackball you for playing Vegas just because of the sin city.
Yeah, I guess it was something like that. The
Yeah.
Oak Ridge Boys, a little more to it than that. We were kind of like rebels in our
Right.
day. We didn't do gospel exactly like everybody else. We were very forward-thinking always, very extra creative, and we tried to make gospel music as big a deal as any other kind of music.
Well,
you know?
creative people are like that naturally. It's kind of hard, a lot of people try to stifle that. It just doesn't work.
Well, it's like we've never done country like everybody else either, really. We've been our own little island of creativity here
Right.
that has worked for us. It worked for us in gospel, and when that run a little bit dry, not the music. I tell you, we still love gospel music. We sing gospel in our shows.
It's awesome.
But we've been able to maintain a lot of years doing this the way we do it.
Yeah.
And like Richard said, continuously trying to figure out ways to reinvent ourselves. The Seven Nation Army thing did cause a lot of stir.
Yeah.
It did. It was really funny, really.
Yeah, White Stripes are amazing.
Well, it's great though. Like there was a hit producer, like John made that good point with Rick Rubin, who sort of got that you guys, were talented enough to sort of tackle that.
Yeah.
I said, that'd be a cool way to be modern up a little.
It's interesting that you would say that because that's what we were going for.
Yeah.
And we didn't tell you.
Yeah.
And we're actually going for the same thing with the Cleopatra record label.
Oh, yeah?
And in fact, they've just, once they heard our live product, they really freaked out and they loved what they've got. They started coming to our shows.
Wow.
We got acquainted with all the people really well. They really love what we're doing. And right on the heels of that, they said, look, we're doing a tribute album to the Allman Brothers.
Oh,
would
okay.
you guys like to be a part of that? And we said, well, yeah, can we do Ramblin' Man? They said, that's exactly what we had in mind.
Right.
We've always loved that song. You know,
Ramblin' Man's something that could be, some radio stations call it classic rock, southern rock, it could be country. It's,
it's right down our alley.
Right.
And so we cut that. It's already ready to go out.
Oh, that sounds great.
And
I can't wait to hear that.
One of the head dudes at Cleopatra told me after we cut that, they said, this may be your Rick Rubin, Johnny Cash song.
Oh, okay.
And well, I don't know. We're just doing a few different things. We do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
And we're at the point
It's
in
a
our
good place
career.
to be.
It
We
is,
don't have
Artie.
to listen to
Yeah.
anybody else.
Sure, you worked hard, you might as well.
Yeah,
Enjoy
we do
yourself.
whatever we want to do.
Well, we're gonna take a break and want to hang out for another break. I want to talk a little bit more about the new album, exactly what's on it, and a little more about country music and stuff. And again, John's a fan. He's a musician himself. This guy. I don't know, and he sings. He sang. The only thing I can kind of do musically is yell and sing a little bit. But this is fun. Again, the new album is April 15th. You
Yep.
said
Boys
Tax
Night Out.
Day, Boys Night Out.
Yeah, if
There
you got
go.
any money left after taxes, you can order it.
Give yourself some joy on Tax Day. Back after this on the Artie Lange Show.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.